So today we're going to do Monday conversation, but on Wednesday. So we've been out of town for a few days. So we went to Atlanta, Georgia. Wife had a birthday, and we celebrated the big 3-6. So that was cool. It was a great event. Family came out, had a great time, saw some friends, and had a good time. Then we traveled to North Carolina to spend some time with my family because, as you guys know, we live on the West Coast, and when we typically go to the East Coast, we typically come back home and then we fly back out. But this time we were like, hey, let's not do that. Let's just drop down to North Carolina, see everybody, say what's up, and kick it, and spend some time and get to see the family. And it was also cool. Got to spend some time with my mom. And that was a great experience. Glad that she's in a good mental space. And I also got to spend time with my youngest first cousin, who turned 40 this year. So that was huge. But let's just jump right into it, guys. So this week has been being back home and back in Phoenix. It's like I almost needed a vacation from the vacation, right? But it was still a good time, and I'm glad to be back home. But coming back home to some wow news, right? If you guys know me, I am in the real estate space, and yesterday or earlier this week, there was a big announcement in the real estate industry. Compass just acquired Anywhere Real Estate. I mean, the deal doesn't said it's not going to close until sometime late in 2026, but that is still huge news. Typically, when companies start, one company that's doing very well starts acquiring other companies, it's just to balance the profit sheets and all those things that of that nature. But I think it's very interesting to one make this move right now because you have Compass, who is in a war with Zillow, who just acquired most of all of the top real estate brands in the United States, and we'll also say globally, because in that they acquire Sotheby's. So that's kind of cool. But then you have giants like EXP Real that are kind of like standalone, and they're like, hey, we're telling you guys that that old brick and mortar model doesn't work, right? And they've shown and proven that EXP being a little bit of a bigger of a giant than Real, and then you have like companies like Epic, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other companies that I didn't name, and I'm sorry about that, but I think it's very interesting to make this play right now because it's one of those things where agent count is a thing. Like if you are in the business and you understand brokerage model, like the more agents you have, the more chances you have of people doing deals, so you get more profit. So that's why I think it's an interesting move. And of course, with everything being going on with the lawsuits with Zillow and all of those things, I think it's like, hey, we're a big giant, and we're gonna make your life a little bit harder. And I'm here for it. I'm just watching with my popcorn, like, okay, let's see what happens. But what I will tell all the other agents out there, this move may not be, in my opinion, and again, like as more things come to fruition, we'll see how it works out better. But I'm also at one of these cloud brokerages, so I would urge you to look into them if you're at one of these other brokerage models, because if you can just build 10 to 20 of you, it's probably going to make your life so much better going down the line. And if they are letting one company being able to acquire them, that means they're not really making any money. That means their overhead is too high. So eventually, they're all going to be chasing this other type of model, which they are most already offer some type into that rev share, other things. But that's what I wanted to say about the real estate piece. Another thing I will always say in the video: if you don't own real estate, you need to. On other notes, guys, like I'm just enjoying life. I'm not talking too much about my sports teams because the Giants suck. We let Russ cook and he's trash. And we need to. I don't know. I don't even know if Jackson Dart is going to be better than Russ, but I know if Dart doesn't work, we got Jameis. So we're going to figure it out quarterback wise. But and it's almost basketball season, which I'm super excited for. So go Knicks. Also, guys, I'm doing this thing, and I guess I'm going to start next week, and the following week you'll hear more about it. So I'm starting this thing because my cousin was like, "Hey, man, I think I'm going to do this longevity, like Olympics or what have you. Not sure, but I've been doing a deep dive into that, and I'm like, okay, I can really get down with this, but it's going to be more of a lifestyle change. So I'll keep you guys updated with that as that unfolds as well. But guys, have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for checking my video out today. Have a great one. Peace.